I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Spiller. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Gordon open, completes it. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
They'll look to throw here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we give it to our guys, please.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Draw play, Spiller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hey, Orbit.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted
the punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Spiller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
They're throwing to start the drive. That one incomplete.
From the contact. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Santos. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Hey, alert! No. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Point it right. Regular.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to fire one deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
They'll set up a throw. Robinson's got it. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, a run with Breida. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 3.
Here's Spiller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Go, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
36. Look, squeeze.
He's coming, double up.
Go. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Santos. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Whip. Watch the whip. Jam. Switch it.
Sneak grip.
On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Slam.
the spiller to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, Kimmy's trash. Let's go. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Mayfield down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards, first down Niners. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got Harrison left side complete.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Go, Matt. 180. Alert, alert, alert. Quick, my God.
Now Spiller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, alert 33. Check 50, check 50. Hurry! Motion, motion.
On third and 1, here's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Watch twins. Check 31. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got you. I got you.
They go counter with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
King! Hey, Haywood!
951! Get your swarm on!
On first and 10, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Brown. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Mayfield again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Hey, Delta! King! You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Kill.
Let's go. My God.
They go play action. Mayfield is caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 9, check 9. Kill.
Point it right. 61, matchbox lights.
Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Run. Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Check 3, check 5.
This is Breida, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 49-yard line.
Switch. Regular. Watch out.
Play fake. Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Check. Point it right. Bang. Up. Hurry.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's bring it. Check safety. Check. Crunch.
Pistol. Run.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Anderson's got it. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now back to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Kill. Turn it up.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, seam 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Set, 180! 51, hey, alert!
Check 13! Check 13! Check next.
They run with Breida, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him. The line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Point it right. X3, 218, jump. Up.
Mayfield on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clayton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, You saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Hey, let's go. We ain't giving up nothing today. Shit! Run. Shit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Ready.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He finds an opening past the 40. Over the middle, complete. It's Santos. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Ready up.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurry. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 5-4.
They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the 49ers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal.